Super Welterweight Champion. We're looking at Diamond Steve Dale in the black shorts with the silver band and piping, and Rhys Lighning Windysport in the pink shorts with the unmissable pink hair. Just frustrating Diamond Steve a little bit at the moment, just keeping him off balance, taking the initiative off at him. Little short right hand to the body, but gets clipped with that little left hook that came over the top again, Wayne.
He's got a nice counter, Rhys. Steve seems to be just working on that straight right to the belly.
Yeah, he needs to just do that. He needs to throw a couple more punches that, not the one punch.
A bit of variety. Upstairs, downstairs, upstairs. Yeah. Don't just concentrate downstairs, otherwise an elbow might come down as you're in range.
The boys are wearing these lovely 8-ounce punch competition sports gloves tonight, which Steve has proudly bought. He works for Punch Equipment, and they've been a great supporter of Ian Bronson and also Thai boxing themselves. And he's got some good skills. He clips Diamond Dale with a right hand, and he just smiles, more a little bit of embarrassment than hurt. It sort of says, "I got lads that hit me with that punch when you should have."
Rhys seems to be beating him to the punch every time Steve tries to let go.
He's not letting Steve set and go first, and that's what he's doing. He's actually just taking the initiative off Steve. Do you think that there's a chance that because of the activity side of things that Rhys Lighting can just outlast Steve maybe if we go into the 4th and 5th rounds?
Yes, he's only 22 years old. He should, in theory, he should be able to go all day
at this pace.
And then Steve at 38, he's got a. Yeah, the petrol
coming down the stretch, wouldn't you?
The petrol tank's not quite as full anymore.
Yeah, and there's the inside leg kick.
And then the weight, cutting the weight.
Yeah,
they're all adding factors.
And he just starts to, he's a little bit crisper in his execution of what he's doing now. The inside legs kicks hitting, the punches are starting to hit, the knees were starting to find home, because the pace of that fight has actually slowed down a little bit from the Steve Dale perspective.
Yes, yeah. And being active, Rhys has been active for the last couple of years. He's new on the scene, but at the same time, he's been busy. So his eye is going to be in a lot more. Steve's had that long break, and you tend to lose that. You might think you're in range.
He's going to find his range. He's going to find his rhythm a lot quicker than what Steve is going to find, isn't he? You know, so as we prepare for the start of the 3rd round of this World Super Welterweight Championship, Steve really needs to change his tact here. He needs to work a little smarter, and he needs to increase his work ethic to try and match it with Rhys Windysport. Rhys Lighting Windysport. Great sportsmanship between these two young guys. The Modern Warrior Thai Gymnasium over in Kingston. Great bunch of blokes. Scotty Moss got a good team, well-presented team, well-respected team. Stevie's just going with that little short right hand to the body. It's not enough. And Rhys tags him with a left and a right. He's got him onto the back of the ropes. He's frustrating Steve a little bit now. But look, I'll tell you what, he does look like he's done the work, Steve Dale.
Yes, his body says that he's put in the preparation.
And there we go. It's just a little bit of a low blow again as the referee just sends Steve Dale to the neutral corner. And these little things happen because one guy's trying to wrong foot the other guy, and trying to get him off balance, trying to keep him on the back foot. And sometimes when they move, they zig when they should have zagged, I guess.
There's not much room for an inside thigh kick. There's only maybe 10 inches, and then if the fighter's coming in, it's easier to catch him.
I have a feeling that Steve just thinks that he really needs to work the body of Rhys Lighting to slow him down, and that's what he's trying to do, but it's largely ineffectual for him at the moment, and I think he needs to start throwing a lot of punches rather than just getting tagged with a one punch like he is there. Then the knee came into play. Now Rhys Lighting starting to dominate this round, just that little bit extra. There he gets tagged again, Steve Dale.
They don't seem to be hard shots that he's getting caught with, but Steve's
frustrating
body reaction is making it look like he's getting hit by Mike Tyson.
Absolutely.
You've got to try and do the poker face and pretend.
You can see the crowd here, Wayne, are really getting behind Rhys Lighting, because with everything that he's doing, they're spurring him on more, encouraging him to sort of, he's doing there as he tries with others. Little high, but was still quite effective. Is the dream going to turn into a nightmare for Diamond? I hope not, because he's a better guy, but he deserves better, but he's giving it his all. Fighting for the World Super Welterweight Championship, but he's got a young gun in front of him. You've seen the end of the 3rd round here at Muay Thai on the Metro number 4 here in Logan. What a terrific event. I just said about Diamond Dale. Stephen Dale is on the back of his trunks, is living the dream. Is it going to turn into a nightmare for Steve? I hope not, but he's fighting a very, very accomplished young guy tonight. Yeah, he is, mate, and he looks like he's getting a bit outgunned now. But I think, seriously, win, lose or draw, he's living a dream. I mean, after all these years in the sport, he still gets to do what he loves. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, but yeah, he's looking like he's got a big job ahead of him now. Well, it's a hard job because he's got a young guy who's fit, who's actually match fit. And you know, I remember an interview with the great John McEnroe. Now, if you ever wanted to show anybody how to play tennis, you wouldn't let him watch John McEnroe. But John McEnroe said once, oh, I don't do running, I don't practice all that much. I just play fit, I just play matches, and I get myself match fit. Because if you're not match fit, you can't win the contest. And that's really what it boils down to here, is the fact that Steve hasn't had a lot of ring time in recent times, where Rhys has, and that's now really just starting to show. He's got Steve on the back foot, he's just frustrated. He's not hurting Steve, but he's just frustrating Steve and not allowing Steve to fight his own fight. Yeah, I believe so, mate. I mean, Steve was definitely qualified for this world title shot, but I did try and talk him into having 1 or 2 lead-ups before he fought someone so young and seasoned, and yep. Yeah, but that's not Steve. No, it is. No, Steve wanted to jump straight in the deep end, and yeah, it's all or nothing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I think that might be just taking his dividends now because, yeah, like you said, he's just getting beaten to the shot, and he's just getting slightly frustrated. He's still competitive. Oh, make definitely. No mistake, he's still competitive. For sure. And when you look at the body of the guy, you know, yeah, it's amazing the amount of work he's done for 38 years of age. And I take my hat off to him. I know him personally. He's a really decent guy. He's been great for the sport of Thai boxing here in Queensland through his company, Punch Boxing Equipment, or Punch Muay Thai Equipment. Yeah. And he supports everyone like yourself and a lot of the other gyms and a lot of the other promoters as well. And can he pull it out of the fire? Let's hope he can, as the flying elbow of Rhys Lightning Windysport hits the mark, and a forward elbow by Steve Dale at the end of the 4th. And Rhys, he's cranking up the crowd here. There's a couple of thousand strong people here at the Metro. He's got him almost eating out of his hand. Yes, he does. He's quite a popular young fighter. We've got some real celebrities in the crowd tonight too. The who's who of Thai boxing in not only in Queensland but in Australia have, as I said in our interview a little earlier on, and it's terrific to see do all of that for these years. They weren't a title fight, but you put these guys on, you know, simply to show that it's not about just trying to throw 2 guys in a boxing ring together. And look at the sportsmanship of these 2 guys. You know, Ian, we have to take our hat off here tonight. Look at this. Look at the crowd participation of these guys. And this is what it's all about. They're cranking the crowd up, and now they're going to hurt each other. They are. They're going to go for it. This is awesome. Look at them. They're both in it. And they both want it. They're going after each other now. Rhys knows he's on the verge of doing something beautiful. Yes. Diamond Steve Dale knows he's living a dream, and he's doing something that was almost impossible. Yeah. Classic old line versus new line, this one. Absolutely, that hurt. That hurt big time. Right hand, that right kick, and so did that certainly caught the attention of Steve. Look how tough Steve Dale is. Oh. There's no quitting him, that's for sure. Absolutely not. How would you be cutting him off and sort of saying, I'm going to punch your lights out? Yeah, of course you are. Yeah, step out here, old man. You've been trouble with me. Oh, he's really just starting. Oh, the cup has just moved a little bit as our referee, Brad Hull, just puts it in. And I'm not sure, but I think Brad Hull might have enjoyed that. Yeah. Of course, our guys in Thai boxing don't use the big cup like professional boxers do, because it restricts their movement. They tend to use what we call a cricket box, you know, and a cup that just sits inside a pair of jocks or a pair of specially designed inner pants. Yeah, and made of steel usually. And generally made of steel, and often they just move. It's not so much the blow; it's just the force that moves the cup. And look, his skills are still there. He saw that reverse spinning back fist, and he just ducked under it, and he hits Rhys Lightning with a nice right hand to the top of the chin, right on the cheekbone. Definitely. This is a classic example of Steve, who's been around the sport for so many years. And the modern Warrior Gym, they've only been on the scene for 4 years. Yep. And they've already got their first boy fighting for a world amateur title. Absolutely. And you know, this is what our sport's all about, Ian, isn't it? You know, look at him go. A young guy. Look at him, and they call these other on, and they're going for it. The crowd are standing up here at the Logan on Metro. They're on their feet as these two warriors absolutely go for it like you wouldn't believe. The big right hands, the skills. He's sound in his defence, Steve Dale.
Entertaining fight.
And he's great in his attack. What tremendous sportsmanship. Sadly, the dream is not going to be the dream. I don't think he's won the fight, but let me tell you, he's won me over, he's won the crowd over with his effort, with his never say die attitude.
Yes, and it was good to see young Rhys. He's had a bit of criticism of late, which I copped as well for giving him a title shot because he's coming off a couple of losses. But in saying that, the losses were very close. They could have gone either way, but he just didn't quite finish strong in those fights. And that's the one thing he had to change to take something like this, which he's done, because if he relaxed in round 4s or 5 at all, Steve could have come back and taken
he loses the fight.
Definitely, yes.
He 99% did not win the fight for him tonight. He needed to be 100%.
Exactly.
Because I'll tell you why. It was the classic, the adage, old head, young head.
Bout number 10 on the card tonight, proudly brought to you by Punch Equipment. After 5 sensational rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. They have come back with a unanimous decision. And the WKBF World Super Welterweight Champion from the red corner.
There it is. There's no surprises there. The new Super Welterweight Champion of the world is the guy with the pink hair, Rhys Lighning. And let me tell you, this young guy deserves every accolade that he can.
Keep it going.
And he has answered his critics in the best possible way. And look at the respect of these two guys as they get down, bow and acknowledge each other. And you tell me that this